Alright, now I'll show you how to set it up for a board. Just remove the old one and move up the Z-axis a bit. Move axis, move Z and up. There we go. Just easier to work. Now I've got a piece of balsa wood here. You can use harder woods, but this one is easy and light. And I'll just take myself some drill bits. Yep, that's the one. And the placement you want is to get the first center hole at the corner of. It doesn't really matter that much, but it's good to get close. So I'll drill this one manually. There we go. And for the other one, I'll just use another 6mm drill to keep position. There we go. Don't need it anymore. These are going to be the holes to hold the belt, so you don't want them too close to the edge. You don't want the board splitting or anything, but you want them both on the side of the Y stepper motor. It's this one. Yeah, seems good. So now I'll just do the other side. Same placement. So you shouldn't worry about like 0.5 millimeter here, because it is a belt and it'll give you some leeway. And you're not actually gonna reach all the way to the stepper motor. And there we go. That's the board done. Now for the machine. So first we'll open this up. Put all the top ones all the way at the top. open up the I'll need a wrench. Open up the long screws, the long threaded rods. These ones aren't tightened properly. Time to do that again. So you can leave this side tightened, always. And just use this side, the opposite one, to set it up for a certain width. There we go. I'll just slide it in to see how much more or less we need. So, that's what we need. Now I'll bolt this side all the way to the end. Just loosely, and I'll tighten it from the other side. And you want to make sure there's no play in between of the board. So this should be a little closer. Yeah, much better. And then I'll do the other side. Okay. Just go check again. Perfect. As soon as I move the board anywhere, you'll see that the frame starts flexing. That's better than having it rattling about in the frame. Now I'll just do the top ones again. There you go. Just lower this one a bit more. Yeah, I can still see. So this one isn't turning all the time, so it's not touching properly. I'll just much better. Alright, time to connect the belt. Just gotta check the position on the edges. Oh yeah. Voila. And one side we can just leave connected to the utmost end of the belt. I'll connect that to the board. Voila. And some washers. at a height so it can pass over the frame freely, but the belt itself doesn't touch the threaded rods. It's easier when we do the other side as well. I'll just move over. Okay, so I can't actually reach it with my previous settings, so I'll have to open it up. And you'll want to just make it not reach there perfectly. So when you put it in there, it'll tighten the belt. I think something like this. Open it up. Just tighten it on the belt a little bit. So you don't want any real slack on the belt, or you're gonna get oval shaped circles, and any square is just gonna be squished together. Yes, there we go. So yeah, it's still too sideways, I guess. I'll see what happens when I tighten it on top. And otherwise I'll just loosen the belt a bit more again. Since this material is so soft, you'll actually see the board flexing a bit, which is okay since the bearings will smooth it out. Make sure we have a flat board to work with. Yeah. It's just a little bit too tight. Still, I'm gonna show you how to test it first. So, it's a good idea to actually mount the Y-stepper motor onto the board so it'll touch a bearing. With it homes, that'll make your life a lot easier. The X stop works just fine as it is, but you manually have to set the distance. I'll show you that in the next video. Well, that's good enough, just some double-sided tape. And now I'll use the auto home function. Seems to be quite noisy. And I'll trigger this one manually. Yeah, seems pretty good. I'll get a ruler. This is an easy way to test the motion. So I can just use the prepare remove axis command and move the y-axis to a certain position. So let's go for, yeah, this is 5 centimeters. 155. 35, 7. Actually, I think we're getting some skipped steps. This should be 45, so it's not good. It's actually too tight, this belt. Let's see, when I return to 0, we're not going to be anywhere close to 0. So this is 0 on the ruler. But it's actually zeroed out on the end stop, so maybe my ruler is just bouncing around. Try again. And so I'll use the 1 millimeter. So this is 44, that's correct. 50. Let's go back to 0. 23. It's actually pretty good. So I'm not gonna touch that anymore. Yeah. Tougher boards are actually easier to work with. This flexible balsa is, well, it's good for wave. Okay, back to auto home. There we go. That's how you set up a board. Okay, I'll just show you how to set up a machine for me. Now when you prepare your own design, you'll have to take care to note the 0 point yourself. But I think it's pretty easy if you just zero it on the edge. So I'll move the Z just a bit higher. Yep. And I'll insert my flattened move it. Well, actually, it's just a rasp kind of bit, but it works fine. And use the button on the back to tighten it in. Keep it pushed. Tighten it again with a wrench. Voila. Actually, it should be a bit lower. I don't want to damage the teeth. Perfect. And now to try and move the tip of the bit to the edge. Just move Z down. to, yeah, somewhere close. And yeah, move X. Yeah, now to check the height again. Just lower this camera. So yeah, they're actually pretty well aligned. Perfect. So then I just press the reset button, and now the machine will think this is 0, 0, 0. And as long as you remove any homing from the G-code, you should be fine. It is possible to use relative positioning between the two, or work it out yourself, the position where your tools are. But I have to switch it around a lot still, so it's not been worth it. It should be implemented later. I'll show you the same now for printing. First I'll have to remove the drill bit. Where did I leave my key? Here. No. I'll have to move Z up a bit. And actually, I might just want to mark this spot that I used as 0. And depending on how you set up your design, you'll want to have a different 0 point for both of them, or the same, or now I can move Z down until it almost touches. I don't know if you can see that properly. Move the camera down just a bit more. And just a bit more. Okay. Just needs a few more millimeters. Oh, wrong one. There we go. And I'll use a normal sheet of A4 paper to put in between, like you would calibrate a printer with a glass bed. And as soon as it starts dragging, yeah, that's the proper height. I'll leave that for now, move my Y back to 0. And now move X. Ah, damn, can't move X. Okay, have to use auto home, but be sure to trigger this one immediately. I think I'll have to actually remove or move my Y stop. To gain a little bit more. And just a little bit more. Voila. Now I'll go back down again, or first. I'm kind of annoyed by I'll just move to rotate this one a little bit. Now it's not a good idea to always want to set everything on the edge. And I think I can get just the extra. Yes, perfect. Yeah, I'll just have to turn my my one stop a little bit more. This one, I turned it over a bit as well. Just to reach the edge. And now back to the drag tests. Move 0.1, move Z, and go down. I think I want, yeah, this is perfect. Perfect. You'll always see just a little bit of light going through the gap, and now I can reset it. And same as before, as long as there's no homing in the G-code, I can just run any print file. And that's all there is to it.